Oops, I knew I forgot something. Eh. Just realized I'm like, I forgot to put my link. It's like, wait a minute. I'm posted in my own Discord with literally a link right above it.
Ah,
So, no worries. Alright. I also learned that you can adjust how the windows are. I
oh yeah.
didn't know that, so
Well, you gotta remember, I played on Xbox, so you couldn't do that.
no, and so did I. Like that was the only other time I've played besides this. So yeah, outside of like certain things, pretty much going to be able to continue on everything.
Nice.
Let's see. I found this Dwemer sword, which actually has paralyze. So once I get some short blade training, I can use that more often.
Yeah.
Uh, Found an amulet with some low level healing.
Like on use or
Uh, yeah, cast when used, it's 10 hit points for 1 second. It's got 15
eh,
charges.
that's not bad.
And then I found, what is recall again?
You first well first you need to mark a place, and then recall brings you back to that place.
Okay.
And you can change where marks are, but a mark will not disappear unless you put a new one down.
Okay.
And
Hey,
recall
Valiant.
will bring you hello. Recall
Okay.
will bring you from anywhere to there, except for in certain places. Like there are particular places where recall does not work, and it'll be very obvious because the person will tell you
Okay.
because they taunt you with it.
And then I picked up a bunch of, well, some scrolls were just picked up, and then I found some scrolls with fatigue and health.
Mm.
Also, uh, I don't remember how I got these, but 3 grand soul gems and 8 greater soul gems.
I think from the maybe from the Daedric Shrine,
I'm not sure.
maybe.
Heaven was them. And then I made this spell called Quick Heal. It's 100 hit points in 1 second.
Oh, just burp.
Yeah, 50. It's 50 magicka though.
Still, if you need it,
Yeah, and it's got a 72% chance of casting. So
that's not bad.
yeah,
But that's with the hunter fatigue, though. You know what? Max fatigue. So, got to be careful of that, too.
yes, because let me um actually mission option quest. Got a lot of quests.
We,
uh,
so, you're going to start doing main missions right now?
yeah.
Okay.
So yeah, because he's
Well,
referred to as the spy master, right?
yes, by Master of the Blades.
Okay.
Which mission are you on?
The Zain Zubani informant.
Okay.
I gotta go to Alderun.
Yep.
And so I'm like, I am in the Mages Guild. Let me make sure I know where the hell I'm going.
You might be able to. But, like, not every. I think not every mage. I think every mage guild connects, but like for the Stilt Striders, it's not.
Yeah, Silt
Yep.
Striders, it's within a certain
Ah,
range of each other.
welcome. What
Yeah.
is it, friend?
Okay, I'm gonna step out of town real quick because of the fact that I want to show you something, but I know people get angry about weapons being drawn in town.
Oh, people aren't just going to start attacking you.
No, it's just I don't want to lower disposition.
Hmm. Like honestly, I think your personality probably offsets that enough.
Yeah. So even with like low training in the spear, my fatigue does not really go down.
Nice.
But with the sword,
Well,
I regain fatigue faster than I use it.
wow. Well, your long blade is at 100,
Yeah.
so it makes
It's like
sense.
long blade at 100, strength at 100. I was telling Valiant at work, it's like if I get willpower up to 100, it's like I will have maximum fatigue.
Yeah.
Oh wait, hold on, never mind. Agility. I need to get agility too.
Oh,
But still, the fact that both of those are at 70 and above. So,
you have to meet him in Aldscar Inn.
Oddscar in. Okay. It's like you can buy him a gift. I'm like, I don't want to.
You already did. That was that book I told you to buy, like a long time ago.
That I don't
I
have
built.
on me anymore.
Okay. Like I was pretty sure because I remember it saying like buy this right now because I need it later. And I'm like, oh okay.
Yeah, it probably just ended up me not.
Probably sold it.
Yeah,
Is there something I can
You
do
illiterate
for you?
Nord. Which honestly you can't say you have a 70 intelligence.
right. It's like you're illiterate. It's like no, I'm an adventurer. This book is in my way, in my pack.
Like I can't say anything right now in my Elder Scroll. Yeah, in my Skyrim game, 50 books on me, but it also helps that I'm a sorcerer who worships Xerxes.
What is it? What do you want?
And do you know who Xerxes is?
Xerxes, no.
Uh,
Yes, I know.
Mysterium
May I
Xerxes,
help you?
like the artifact of Hermaeus Mora.
What do you think of our city?
Xerxes is a Breton god. Of
Huh.
like he's like the scribe god. And then there's the Ogmanfinia, which he wrote and married.
Something I can do for you?
I believe
What is
like
it, Outlander?
it said that he wrote it from all his favorite
What is it? What do you
moments in
want?
time,
Huh.
and then he married it
Do
or
you
something.
need something?
It's weird.
What
Like they
do
say
you
it's his
think of our
wife,
city,
like his wife
Outlander?
Ogma.
Okay. I probably need that book then.
Okay, let's see. There's a bookstore located nearby called Cutis Calanus. And that guy will tell you which one's recommended. So, what topic have you been thinking about lately?
Go
ahead.
So I was thinking about so the Daedra, like the Daedric princes are based off of things.
Like, what do you mean?
Well, like their names are most of their names are beta testers and whatnot, right?
No, the Aedra, not the Daedra.
Oh, but anyways, so the the lower Daedras, like the scamps and
Dramora,
whatnot,
like the Dramora and stuff.
yeah, are they representations of anything Or like, are they something that's been corrupted into that?
It's just a spirit's desire to take that shape, and sometimes that shape is affected by the because like some were made by him, like the Aurorans were made by uh, Meridia, and like the Golden Saints, and I forget what the other one is, but it's like from the Shivering Isles. I believe those might have been made by Sherigorath.
Hmm.
Like, but there's also one like the lower ones are universal, kind of like like scamps and stuff and imps, stuff like that.
Here, about one of the books. I probably don't need all of them, right?
I don't think so.
Okay.
Why are you here?
You'll accept any as a gift. Okay, so it's
Why are you here?
you only need one of them.
I went to the wrong location. I went into the council club.
But yeah, like the lesser, they're just called lesser Daedra,
Okay.
are basically just spirits that take on a form that they choose. Because technically they can look like however they want. Because bound weapons and armor are technically lesser Daedra that you force into the shape of a weapon or armor. But then there's like greater Daedra, like Golden Saints, that are more resistant to being summoned like that because they're much stronger. Like Golden Saints are one of the few grand souls you can get in this game,
Hmm.
if any. Because remember, there's no black soul gems in this game.
That's right. I remember seeing something about that. Because I was
Yes.
actually trying to figure out how to make a constant effect item, and it's like,
Golden Saint souls in grand soul gems. That's
Yeah.
it. With Daedric level equipment. Those are
Yeah.
like the only things you will find that can make stuff like that. And you will never be able to make stuff better than what you could find usually.
Okay.
Unless you extremely exploit enchanting. Like with spells and stuff as well.
Okay. So in other words, it's like, I really don't need to hold on to these soul gems.
You don't have to. Like enchanting, like you find very good equipment.
Okay.
Like as you can tell from the stuff you found.
Yeah.
Let's see. Lesser Daedra. Let's see. Daedra. I do not know how to spell Daedra. But that's not surprising because I don't know how to spell most words sometimes.
Impressive.
Just one of those things where it's like I deal with these things all the time playing this game, but I still just
Well, because I don't type it out.
right.
Welcome, friend.
An honor, to be sure.
What shall we talk about?
Do. But yeah. Uh,
Let's see. In the book, The Monomyth, it is kind of implied that some of the lesser Daedra formed alongside the princes that they serve. Like the Winged Twilights are Azura. For obvious reasons why they're called that. Like,
Right.
have you seen a Winged Twilight?
I don't think so. I don't think I've
They look
heard.
like harpy ladies.
Ah.
Like they're like gray harpies. Oh, you could have just bribed him. The last guy.
Oh, I could have
To
bribed him more.
Yeah.
Moni and send you to Ishka camp to speak to. Before you go there, I think it may be time to tell you what's going on. I think you have the appearance of the meeting the conditions of the prophecy. Oh, basically telling you that you're going to become the...
Like, hey, yeah, this is the real reason you're here. Like, this is kind of important, so pay attention. Like, we think you're the Nerevar. It's like, so go see if you are or not.
Just, what? Okay.
Basically, more than likely, the first couple missions he sent you on were to make sure you could follow orders.
Basically, like, we can trust you.
Also, so to make sure you're capable of defending yourself.
Oh, that too.
Let's see.
Being sent to...
God, this thing zooms. The map zooms out way too quick.
the map.
It's on the very north. It's near that island that we were having issues with last time. Like the two dots that are connected, one of them might be the camp.
Oh, there it is. Alright, I have no way to get there.
There you go.
Oh, so when I was leveling, I found the cave for that one fighter guild mission.
Mm-hmm.
Was fighting my way through, ran into a mage. The mage summoned something, and it drained my strength to 44.
Wow.
So with the 3 Daedric Wakasashis and various other heavy equipment, it was like, I gotta figure out how to get that. It's like I teleported out of there, and then I was just like, I gotta figure out how to lessen my
Why walk?
equipment.
You can run.
And then it was like, I was luckily I had, getting my alchemy up to a certain level. It's like, I was looking at alchemy ingredients, like restore strength, and I'm like, that.
Yep. Restore strength is kind of important because there are some things that can slightly permanently drain your strength. And unlike in further Elder Scrolls games and Bethesda games, having no strength means you can't move at all.
I've noticed that.
Like you're rooted to the spot.
I had to drop not only stuff that I was carrying, but stuff I was wearing. Also, part of my equipment, I found ebony boots and a ebony bracer.
Yeah. Nice.
So it's just like, awesome. A little bit more armor. Not much. Because
Yeah.
it's a sum total of everything.
But yeah, for like I'm pretty sure you're referring to Lesser Daedra when you were talking about
Yeah.
that stuff. Yeah, like it really depends on what realm of oblivion they're in, what the spirit is. Like it's chaotic, just like
Okay.
they are. Like it's highly variable unless the prince demands that they take a certain form.
Kind of like how I noticed in Skyrim, what's his name? You get the pieces of his blade back together.
Oh, Ysgrimmar?
No, no, no. The Daedric Prince. The one that you, the guy's like making a museum for his family that were part of the what you call
Oh,
it's in Oblivion.
oh, the Mehrunes Razor.
Yeah. So like Mehrunes, like he's got the two, just basically like the regular Daedra that pop up.
Ah, well, he's got quite a few. Like he's got those. Oh, I never can remember how to pronounce him because it starts with a freaking X.
All right.
Civilai. Yeah, I can't pronounce it. I'm just gonna. That.
Ah.
They're one of the smartest lesser Daedra. But they are servants of Mehrunes Dagon. Like they're the giant humanoid ones with horns.
Yep.
If you from playing Oblivion. And like the Spider Daedra, like they serve Mephala. But like just because they serve one doesn't mean they can't work for another. Kind of thing. Like they were made by one but can serve others. Because like they've given their Dremora to each other temporarily, kind of thing.
Okay.
Because sometimes they will work together. Like not every Daedra is enemy to every Daedra. Or Daedric Prince.
A dwarven spear. A Daedra with a dwarven spear as a weapon.
Yeah. Are you still using like an iron weapon?
I mean, it's enchanted.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. But that actually brings up my question of, have the any of the Daedric princes gone to war? Like, has it like affected Tamriel in that way? Like,
ESO is based entirely around that concept. Well, like Ball invades Tamriel, and Meridia helps you defend it.
Quickly out at them, or go away.
Like Mullig Ball tries to do a planar meld with Tamriel because Nirn is also a realm of Oblivion, so it is possible. And Meridia helps. I don't know why. I played maybe a couple hours of ESO.
yeah, trust me, even though I played it, I did not really pay that much attention to it.
My time is precious, so make it quick.
I'm trying to find Selma tool or
What was the question again? I just completely blanked on it.
the Daedric princes going to war against each other.
Outlander, I haven't much time.
Well, like there's obvious ones that are always like kind of fighting, like honestly, Molly Ball and Meridia makes sense because the one is I made vampires and the other one's I hate all undead,
Right.
and all the princes teamed up to defeat Jiglag because he knew he was like at the time the most powerful Daedric prince there was, and took all of the rest of them to not destroy him,
My time.
but to bind him into the form of Sheogorath.
Huh.
Because like Jiglag was the Daedric Prince of Order and Rules,
Go ahead.
and said to have a library so large and elaborate it even surpassed Hermaeus Mora, and was capable of seeing both the past and the future perfectly. Not even the Elder Scrolls can do that.
Huh.
Like the Elder Scrolls see all possible futures. His library would see the one future that is going to happen, and that's what he would set it to do. And all the Daedric princes are like, we don't like this, because Prince of Order wants order, and Daedra, being more often than not the chaotic beings that they are, did not want that.
Right.
So that, I remember it saying, like, it basically took nearly all of them, if not all of them, to bind him into a different form. And even that didn't last.
All right. So, and just as a reminder, deep elves means Dwemer, right?
Yes.
Okay.
Which I recently found out that technically all elves started as high elves.
Really?
Yeah, even the Dwemer, even the snow elves, everything. Like, I knew about the dark elves and stuff. Like, every elf was a high elf at one time in its past. Not like born like that, but like in ancient past.
Right. Basically, like they all branch from.
Yeah, like it's the common ancestor.
Huh.
But yeah, the Ashlanders are the only ones, like, they believe in the Nerevar because they don't believe in the Tribunal.
Right.
Because, the Tribunal being like, you can't worship your gods. And they're like, okay. Because the Ashlanders still worship the Daedra. Or technically the three good Daedra and the House of Troubles.
Hmm.
Which are like the four bad Daedra. Which technically are not exactly bad. They're the ones that test them. Let me double check to make sure I get which ones. Yeah, it's Mehrunes Dagon, Mulgbal, Sheogorath, and Malakath. Like, Malakath is because Trinimac was the one who told the Vilathi to not come to Morrowind. And Boethia was like, no, and ate him and turned him into Malakath. Mehrunes Dagon, upsetting order of, like, who's in charge, and the houses are very important for the Dark Elves. And Molly Ball, I'm not sure exactly why. Let's see. Main source: obstacles to the Chimer and the Dominar after them. He is the Molly Ball is the tester of bloodlines.
Ah.
And family is very important for the Dark Elves.
Okay.
And Sheogorath is tests their willpower. Being the Daedric god of madness.
Right.
But yeah, like, they're the four bad Daedra, like, known as the House of Troubles. And it's the idea of, like, these are the ones that test us, and the three good Daedra are the ones who guide us.
All right.
Because remember, like, the Dark Elf Society is all about, like, just being better. What were you gonna say?
No, there's a double answer, and it's like, say I fulfill the prophecy and wish to speak to so and so, or say I know little and I'm curious. Like, should I be upfront and honest?
I'm guessing either one works.
Okay. You think you are the Neverin. You should speak. You do not look like that. But you do not speak like a fool or a madman. This is a puzzle. I can go speak to some Baba. He is a
Complicated Dark Elf name.
He is a Gulakan champion. He will decide what is right. You may enter Ashcan's and speak with it. Okay. So, Zabamond. Just gotta find the name.
1 second.
And since we're going into a fight, let's go with a sword that's gonna be more useful to us.
I'm waiting.
Hi. Why would it speak to you? Who are you?
Offer them gold to be like, why?
Right.
The third one would probably work best. Being like, hey, I heard.
These are not simple matters. You know a great deal more than I thought you would. And some of what you say is news to me. Like, well, you guys have been living out in the middle of fucking nowhere.
Well, yeah. I mean, when your enemy is 3 living gods, you got to be careful.
Right. It's, well, he was.
I remember right. This is the quest that gives you wrong directions.
Oh, another one that gives you wrong directions.
And I think this is one of the few ones that does.
Initiation rite. To adopt into the tribe, you must undergo a harrowing. In the harrowing, you will be judged by the spirit. Go to the burial caverns and fetch me the bone biter bow. The caverns lie south-southeast of the camp, north-facing door in a little hill hallway. Between us and the slopes of Red Mountain, go north from the camp to the water, and then turn east. The rock, Karn, turn, and head.
Basically, go south until you hit the road, and then turn east. East.
Okay. Sword.
Make sure you're going the right direction. The mini map helps.
Yep.
In the corner. Because it has lock north, which is my favorite thing to do for mini maps. I hate ones that spin around.
Yep. Trust me. There are a few games that I've run into that, and it's like, how did I walk in a circle? And it's like, oh, because the minimap, which basically is supposed to be my compass, spins with me. So it doesn't always lock in place. A road? Road? I'm looking for a road.
It's like before the trench.
Trench.
So it's like don't cross a bunch of mountains kind of thing.
Ah, here's the road. Then
So head to the left.
east.
Yep.
I'm like, that way was north, this way is east.
And it, let's see.
Redbird.
Check your map real quick.
Local map?
If you're at that
Follows Marion.
yeah, that little place where you saw the netch. Go back to that. Like turn back around.
Yes.
Where it's like that dead end.
That looked like a dead end.
Well, it is. Go to where it meets the road. All right. Look away from that.
Away from.
The dead end.
Okay.
And basically head up into those hills.
All right.
And be on the lookout for a cave entrance, like a door.
Right. Because
It's not like Skyrim where it's a proper cave entrance, which honestly I like. It's not just a door. No, like, don't follow, like, head, yeah, that way. No, it's
no, like
basically opposite of the road, the way you were. It's like north of where the road was.
Okay. So I was heading in the direction. It's just I was
And
more
then you
lining.
started following the mountain.
Well, that's because I lined myself up with the road.
Yeah. I don't know how you end up doing it, where it's like always dark when you're out in the wilderness. There you go. Pretty sure that's it.
Yep. Astral burial.
Yep.
Okay. Hmm.
This is a pretty long tomb.
Okay. Let's save at the start of it.
Yep. And while we're here, next topic at all?
Um. hmm. Um. Not that I can think of. Is there one that you've wanted to talk about for a bit that you've been kind of hoping that I would ask about? Like one that, like an obscure topic that about Elder Scrolls that you know of
Oh.
that.
I recently watched one of the Fudge Muppet videos where they talked about what the void is.
Like the space between worlds.
No, like the void. And it's the idea of that even in other, like, people are like, oh, the void is Sithis. And it's like, technically the Reachmen believe that the void is Namira.
Huh.
Because Namira is the goddess of primordial darkness. And she is one of the few Daedra that can grant you lichdom. And also is one of the only one that can, I believe, if there might be others, that can make hag ravens.
Wait, so she's responsible for the Hag Ravens?
I'm pretty sure. Let me double check. But yeah, it's like in the Reachman Society, Sithis is not the void, it's Namira.
Okay.
Because it's the idea of Lorcain was good until like something made his heart dark, and then Azure ripped it out and threw it into the void. And from that, like, came Namira or something.
Interesting. So, going off of that info, then what would Sithis be then?
Sithis is nothing.
Oh, like he's
Nothingness.
He's nothingness. Okay.
Well, you gotta remember, there's Anu and Padme, which is like light and dark, I believe, if not something else. And from Padme came Sithis, and from Sithis came Lorcain. So it's like, it is something, but it's the idea of like Sithis is also nothing. Because like the Argonians worship Sithis and the Hist. Because the Hist were some of the first living things on Tamriel. And the Argonians didn't come along until after like a big war between the other ancient spirits. And the Hist were like, yeah, we need people to defend us. Because we weren't even involved in the war and nearly got destroyed. Don't you have Levitate?
Yep, that's what I'm working on.
There you go.
I haven't used it, so controls are a little bit...
It's basically just swimming.
Yeah, I'm going to teach you how to fly. It's like swimming, but, you know, in the air.
Yeah. So yeah, it's like Sithis is both something and nothing.
Okay.
And it's like Lorcain came from Sithis, but then Lorcain also created everything that exists, mostly. Like he created Nirn. And like without that, like most things wouldn't exist. So it's like, is the void evil? It's like Lorcain tricked the other spirits into doing this, but some did it like willingly, like the Aedra. Like more than likely, the Aedra knew it was going to happen and allowed it to happen anyway. Because like you meet Mara, and it's like it's not like they're like angry about this, and like Akatosh protects the barrier between Tamriel and the other realms of Oblivion. So it's like it's not like they don't want to do this.
Interesting.
Because like it's always like from the elfin side where it's like, oh, Lorcain tricked the other spirits into, you know, being bound to the world. But it's like in human society, like the Daedra gave their lives to create the world with, you know, with Lorcain, kind of thing. Because like remember, Sheor is Lorcain,
So...
and before the referendum to combine the elven and human religions, Sheor was a god they worshipped. What?
This mummy is holding a sphere. Would it be bad if I took it?
Let me check for you.
Because I know it's like...
Let's see.
Because it's a magic spear, so it's kind of...
A couple of mummified corpses are carrying shit and spears. E mummy. Let's see.
Because it's like...
It doesn't say.
Alright. As a rule of thumb, we save.
Yeah.
Huh? Yeah. Seems okay. I missed that jump. Very horribly.
Just in the water. I mean, you got water walking.
You know... You make a good point.
I like how it just pops you onto the surface.
Oh, no, I freaking laughed when I first...
Like, you can use it to save yourself from drowning.
Oh, hey, look, a dead adventurer.
That'll happen.
Oh, I can't dispose of the corpse. Okay.
Well, because they usually, like, they're somewhat
Static.
important.
Here's that back. You can have that back.
Like in Skyrim, at least, a corpse will not despawn if there is a quest item on it.
Oh.
So, like, the trick is putting a quest item on a corpse you want to reanimate so you never lose it.
That. I think you've mentioned that to me before.
Yeah, more than likely.
I have the high ground, skeleton.
Yeah, you're just gonna fight lots of ratty skeletons in here. Forgot to mention that earlier.
Oh, no, there was another one. That was even closer to me than the one that aggroed on me. That was somewhat surprising.
It just has its back turned to you, and it's like, I'm not paying attention to you.
Oh, man.
Just all the bone meal.
Right.
You're just leaving piles of junk off behind you.
Magic items belong to me. The staff? Oh. Just a regular staff, okay.
Okay, we were talking about Sithis and stuff, and I got on a tangent for Lord Kane again.
Nope, that's fine. Yeah, we're basically I asked you about like an interesting subject, and you brought up the fact of
yeah.
Sithis versus
Namira.
Swimming rat.
That the idea of like the Reachmen worship her as the primordial source of darkness. Because like in Skyrim, when you complete her quest where you eat that priest, she says she will write your name on the tablet of absolute darkness. It's like, why would she have that? She's the Daedric prince of pestilence and stuff, right?
No, I thought that was the other one.
No, that's Namira. Prayer is the god of disease.
Oh, okay.
Pestilence is like Namira's thing, where it's like vile things, like slime and stuff like that.
Okay.
Like Perrier, sorry, is technically the god of natural healing of disease. It's like true healing is gross. Like recovering from certain things is very gross. Like they make pus and bile and things like that, and that's what he is about, kind of slightly. Like that's one of his realms, kind of thing, where, like, yeah, like some natural healing is disgusting. But like Namira is like revel in vileness.
Okay, like basically acts of that are in society are seen as vile.
Yeah, like become corrupted. You know, like live filthily, like as a beggar. Like that's why she's also the Daedric goddess of beggars. Well, some beggars. It's the idea of like you have to be careful to treat beggars politely because one of them might be Namira.
Demon helm. Interesting.
It's a helmet that summons gloves. Magic items are weird.
True. Very true. I've discovered that. Let's use that scroll right now. Let that stuff get back up. Huh. Yeah, no, that's didn't even think about that.
Yeah, it's well, I never connected that to either kind of thing where it's
I'll put your
like I
name.
knew Namira was supposed to be like one of the oldest Daedra there are, and technically she is. Like, she's one of the high spirits. Like one of the high original spirits, like up there with Lorcaine kind of thing.
Huh.
Like she was one of the first spirits that they came to the existence. But yeah, like the mirror is like definitely one of the Daedra that's like just evil. Like no,
No doubt.
like yeah, just like there's no sugarcoating it where it's like, oh, they might do this. It's like, no, they're evil. Like, yeah, reveling in vileness and
being a disgusting being.
yeah, it's like everything bad is good. It's like the Witcher thing. It's like fair is foul and foul is fair.
Yeah.
Wow, that ghost did not stand a chance.
Nope.
You just, it was like, I've lived here for 10,000 years, and you just poke. True.
New helmet. You can take my old helmet.
Honestly, I like the bone helmet.
No, I do too. But it's like, stats.
Yeah. Like the Dwemer stuff in this game looks so weird.
I hear voices.
Well, you are in a crypt. And you just did kill a ghost.
Yeah, fair enough. Fair enough. I need more magic. And I failed to cast the spell.
What sucks is it still uses magic mana.
Yep.
Remember, you can wait to regen.
Forgot about that.
Like, as long as there's no enemies around. Just wait until healed.
Yeah, it's just more of the fact of, did I get disturbed? No? Okay. I think the Dark Brotherhood,
Yeah.
in truth, I think the Dark Brotherhood got smart after that, when I was leveling and they sent 2 of the assassins at me at the same time. And I just bodied
honestly,
them.
if I was a member of the Black Hand of the area in Morrowind, and it's like, we've sent like 5 people after him, and they've all been killed, I'm like, okay, we're done.
Send the money back.
Well, first off, most things for the Dark Brotherhood do involve money, but rarely need money. And remember, like, what's the quest you do for Skyrim to get into the Dark Brotherhood? You get paid in a, like, 20 gold silver platter.
Huh.
It's like, money's not important for the Dark Brotherhood sometimes. I mean, sometimes, depending on the job, it is. But it's usually just about sending souls to Sithis.
That's right. I forgot about that. Here, tiny chest, you can have these.
Which, technically, the Dark Brotherhood do not, like, the Night Mother is, while a real person, is Mafala. Because it's like, oh, a group of my Morag Tong really like killing people, and don't care about law and order. It's like, well, I'll just make them a separate group, and still have them follow my orders, but they get more license to do what they want. Because you got to remember, like the Morag Tong is like legally sanctioned assassination. The Dark Brotherhood is quite opposite that, where it's like, hey, if you do the Black Sacrament and say you want this person killed, and you have a proper payment, usually, we'll do it. I mean, like they've killed multiple emperors. Like there are reports from the Riemann Empire and stuff, and like early Septim Dynasty, of emperors getting killed by the Dark Brotherhood.
Okay, we have a problem.
What? Are you drowning?
I am paralyzed.
Underwater?
Yep.
Oh, it's only for 3 seconds. Be like, honestly, that is a great trap idea.
It's just-
A underwater trap of paralysis. You'd be like, you're gonna die.
I'm gonna die.
Like it needs to be. Let's say it needs to be longer though. But yeah, like, the Night Mother is Mafala, because it's like the Dark Brotherhood doesn't recruit people that'll follow orders most of the time. They'll recruit people who just kill.
Right, the people that just...
In the Morag Tong, following orders and obeying the law is the most important thing they do. Because it's like, hey, I have a document sanctioned by the government saying I'm allowed to kill this person. I killed them. Here it is. Goodbye. Like, a member of the Morag Tong with a British assassination can kill a person in the middle of town and be fine. Like, as long as they have their writ of assassination. But, like, the Dark Brotherhood don't have that restriction. Yes, that skeleton did summon other skeletons to fight you.
No, I noticed that earlier. Like,
Yeah.
when I saw that pop up, and I'm like...
Like, the skeleton champions do that. That's actually really cool. I like that.
It's like, take out...
But yeah, it's like... yeah. But, like, Mafala's all about manipulation and, the web weaver and stuff. So it's like, she'll manipulate people into doing what she wants. So it's like, if one doesn't work, the other one will. So it's like, if finesse doesn't work, brute force will.
Ebony closed helm.
There you go. Nice. You just got a new helmet, too.
It's like, new helmet, new
Honestly,
helmet.
the Emily stuff in this game looks kind of goofy.
I mean, to be fair, it is an older game.
Yeah.
Okay. I still have yet to find...
Ooh. I just read something. The answer you gave to the one guy saying, like, the 6th house and stuff, the Neverfire prophecy, took a speechcraft of 30.
Huh.
Luckily, you had that.
Well, luckily, speechcraft is one of my skills.
Yeah, exactly. I was like, oh, I didn't notice that.
Because I have a speechcraft of 31.
Wow, really? Good
Yeah.
job.
Yep. Alright. Do. Carefully walking up.
Yeah, like, are you going to be playing the Tribunal quest? The DLC?
Maybe.
It's set after the main plot line,
Yeah, no.
and is kind of a continuation.
I did look that up. I was like, can I keep playing the game even if I beat the game? And it's like, yes.
Oh, yeah. Like, you get a reward for beating the game. From Azura. So, I'd hope so.
Right.
Honestly, Fallout 3 is like one of the first Bethesda games that didn't let you just keep playing. which I can respect that because that's what New Vegas did, and I'm fine with that. But it's like you definitely got to make sure people know, like, be like, hey, this is the point of no return. Do you want to keep going?
Right. The fact that they put that in where it's like, hey,
But like Fallout 3 didn't.
yeah.
That's what I'm guessing most people's problems with it was.
Secretly stuff in the background.
I know, like magic items have a very particular look in this game.
Great.
I do not know who you exactly are, Curly Beans, but I have seen you on the Discord, so hello.
Hey, Curly.
And that armor you're making, I believe that is yours. Let me double check. Yes, looks very good. The scale model looks really good.
Yeah, Mordai would actually be one of the people that would actually have a much better eye at that than others because of the fact that we LARP together. Like, we've seen the pop can tab scale mail.
Oh, yeah. Like, doing proper Lemelar stuff is, like, what I find more interesting because, like, the plates armor. But, like, the
Right.
scale model looks really cool, too. Because, like, the Lemelar armor for LARPing is actually very good. We're doing fine, Curly Beans.
Doing good.
Just beating up skeletons, summoning other skeletons.
It's like a LARP event. I'm being hit from all sides.
Are you actually getting attacked from behind?
No.
Oh, okay.
For that split second, yes. When I went to go look
Okay.
behind me. I was like, am I being attacked from behind? Another dead adventurer. Oh, hey.
Lots and lots of iron shields. You're basically just like take and change the weapon. Is that guy have a single gold on him?
Yes.
Wow.
Oh. My shield is...
Broken?
Yep.
Luckily you can repair it, so
Yeah.
it's not like Fallout where you have to equip it to be able to repair it.
Hey, my armor went up.
55's not bad.
Well,
It basically makes it so you use less charges per hammer every time you use it. Yeah, like some of the design work in this game is like you don't see this in the other Elder Scrolls games.
a Daedric dart. That's mine now.
Oh wow, yeah.
That's mine now.
Like shrines of skeletons. Like the closest you get to this is like in Dawnguard, where you go underneath the the vampire castle, where it's like this is where we put all the corpses. So there's just piles and piles of bones. Let's see.
Oh, did you see the pictures I posted in Discord of me painting my armor?
Oh yeah.
I was actually going to message you and be like, it's like, what would be a good symbol for Mordai? Because I was going to put that on my back plate, and then I decided, no, you know what? I'm going to make it a little bit more flavor text with Kuthar and the NPC that ends up being his wife, and put her dragon mark on his back.
Okay.
Because I thought about that. I'm like, because then it'd be one of those things where it's like, with Mordai's mark on his back, it's like, does he serve you? Kind of.
Like we're friends.
Yeah. It's like we've known each other for a very long time. It's not that he serves me, it's just the fact that, well, he just...
You're trying to walk up these stairs to complete being when you have levitate.
I know. I'm being me. Alright.
Told you this place is big.
Yeah, this is actually the most extensive dungeon that I've found so far.
Oh yeah,
But it makes sense. It is literally...
it's a quest one.
Yeah.
Like a main quest one. Oh, this guy's not. He's doing a little bit of damage to you.
I'm not worried about it.
Yeah.
Because if he's hitting me, that means he's helping me level up my heavy armor. Also might help if I equip my shield.
They revered yes.
Alright. Scrolls. Got a lot of them. The Argent Glow. That's still one of my favorite things to find out. Like, where it's like, hey, what is the Argent Glow? And you're like, I don't know if it's a thing.
I don't know.
But let me
It's like
check.
it's the glow from Aetherius. It's like, oh, okay.
Yeah, that's why it's like, with this game, it's like with all the different names, it's like, is this a thing?
Let's see. How do you spell that?
What, Modens? Or
Yeah.
Mondens? Monden. Or is it just a random NPC type thing?
Not sure exactly. Saying Google didn't give me any response. Let's see what the wiki does. Yeah, it just seems to be a name. As far as I can tell, it doesn't seem to be like it's. This game's the only one that has it,
Okay.
and there's not much that it says upon it. So, not much, if anything, just a name.
Alright, let me check to see if there's a path down here that I totally ignored. Nope. Okay, so this is sort of the path. Alright. Let's hope levitate works.
Remember, you can rest.
I know. Can't rest with enemies nearby.
That, yeah.
Where are you, you sons of bitches?
I mean, you can go further back and probably be fine.
Okay.
I remember, like, see how high your guy's jumping, and like how much heavy armor you're wearing.
Right.
Like, it makes sense to you having 100 strength.
It's like, you're just... Like, why are you the way you are? Ah, there you are.
They just showed up.
Apparently. Might have had a patrol route that I just didn't get close enough for him to...
Yeah. Or whatever weird thing that might happen with the game. Okay. Next topic, if you have one,
Um,
because I remember you said you had your list.
I don't know what happened to it.
Oh, that sucks.
Yeah. Well, my desk is kind of a mess. I do need to go over it again.
Ah. So it's there probably.
Hey, another magic item. Hey, this one. This
Lots of
adventure.
lots of dead people.
This adventure
Another
also has a
single
single
gold. That's sad.
Scroll of Hellfire. Wow.
Oh
Nope.
yeah.
Weakness to fire and then fire.
Yeah. Take that. Save it for someone important.
I think that's everything in here.
Okay, since you don't have your list, anything you can think of
Okay, so
off the top of your head? And I'll remember if we talked about it before. So you don't have to worry about that.
I don't remember if I asked about the Dunmer houses, like each of them representing something.
Well, first off, there's more than just the ones you see in the game.
Yeah, that's why it's like I think I asked that question before.
And there are some that are technically defunct. Well, there's House Ritterin, and they're basically like the Templars. They're the ones who, the Ordinators stuff.
Okay.
Or it might be different. But it's like, they're like the warrior priests. They're actually like the most religious house of the group. And then there's House Delvani. And they're the asshole wizards. And yeah, like they're the only house currently that still practice slavery. Because what are you gonna do to a 2,000-year-old sorcerer?
Right.
Because yeah, it's like there's only so much you could tell a wizard who can bend space-time to do. Hello, Lucky Cat. I don't think I've seen you on here before, but hello.
Hi, friend. I know them by usernames and actual names.
But then one that's not talked about much, House Indoril, which is the house that the Nerevar had, because he's the Indoril Nerevar.
Right.
And there's House Dress, which kind of fell out of favor because they're the house that manages all the slaves. Like,
yes.
their house symbol is chains and iron.
Ah.
Yeah. And there's House Lalu, which is, well, most people are like, oh, they're the assassins. Like, no, they're the merchants. They just happen to also be assassins. You know, it's like that with Jebediah, where it's like, I'm a merchant. It's like heavy quotes merchant. And there's House Dagoth, which is Dagoth Door, which for obvious reasons was disbanded because it's the sixth house unmourned.
That was probably one of my favorite LARP moments where it's like, so what does he do for Europe? Oh, he's our merchant. It's like, okay. So, like, I noticed he does stuff when we're not in town. It's like, oh, okay.
Yeah.
Like he's good at gathering information through mercantile activities. And it's like, activities is a weird word to add on to that. It's like,
Yeah. So we don't talk about it.
well, it's also one of those things where it's like, again, being that style of Kuthar, being like, I don't know of a better word. He does stuff with mercantile stuff that I don't understand.
Yeah. Apparently the Dwemer had a house.
Really?
Yeah, it's all because with King Dumak and the Nerevar being allies, apparently he allowed them to have a house within the Dwemer society.
Interesting.
And there's House Mora, which, let's see, a minor political house that was absorbed by House Lalu in the First Era. House Mora has a deep-rooted human ancestry in their blood. So obvious reasons why they probably don't talk about that one that much. House Ra Atham. Influential house in the state of Ebonheart. They were the main miners of Mithril. Yeah, like some of these are like ones that they don't talk about because it's like historical ones that like have fallen out of favor or just stopped being a house. And let's see. Stab, stab, stab.
Yes.
Yes.
I'm good at that.
That's the one thing Kuthar's good at. House Salathan. Little known lineage that died out simultaneously at the monumental battle during the time of the Chimer. House Siltha. Minor house. Yeah, a lot of these are minor houses. Considered an unremarkable. Okay. Wow. But it's like it's a house based on Silthasil. Oh. So it's the house that Silthasil came from. And he is the only surviving member of. Oh. In comparison, yes.
Thanks for the bits, friend. What's also like I'm good at a lot of things because I take I gain the interest in
Lots of rainbow unicorn bits. Oh yeah, like you don't have to tell me about that, Louis. It's like the one thing you'd probably describe me as is a jack of all trades kind of thing. Where like I know a little bit about lots of stuff.
Yeah. No,
Don't expect finer details.
Yeah, that. Finally, a worthy opponent, sort of.
Someone who doesn't die in a couple hits.
I don't know what's casting
It's a
him.
ghost that you didn't just poke and kill.
Wrath. Oh, it's literally the guy that I'm trying to get the item from.
Oh, there it is. I mean, you got to make sure that you're the real one. They really want to make sure. I mean, it's a prophecy after all.
True.
But yeah, the House Sotha. Vivek saved Sothasil from like when the house was collapsed. Fell in battle, and he was the last surviving member.
I am doing good, friend.
And we're just talking about random stuff and Elder Scrolls stuff.
I've also got so like tomorrow I won't be streaming, but my brother Rod is actually up from Tennessee, so
Oh, cool.
that's what I'm gonna be doing tomorrow night, is hanging out with him.
Cool.
It's one of those things where it's like, I was talking to my coworker and I'm like, it's like, man, I turned 33 this year. Holy
I don't want to hear it.
No. Holy shit, my brother's turned 40 this year.
My brother's already 40. Like past 40. The twins are already 40. I'll be 37.
Fair enough.
Okay, I was wondering what was going on, but like, yeah, like old people. It's like when I hear Adam, it's like, oh man, I'm old. I'm like, I just stare at him. Especially when Tim would say stuff like that, where it's like, oh man, I'm getting old.
Oh no, with Tim it was
Like,
like
shut
shut
your
the
mouth.
fuck up. It's like you were the baby of the group. You have no
Like, you're
right
in
to
your
say
20s. I don't care if it's late 20s. It's still 20s. Okay, I was wondering what was happening, but like the number of viewers keeps going up and then back down to 1 for me. But clearly there's other people in here.
that. Twitch has
'Cause,
some issues with that.
yeah, because like Lucky Cat's like talking right now, even though it says 1 and now it's 2, and it'll always go up and then back down to 1. So I was like, what's happening?
Yeah, Twitch has this issue with like lurking and sometimes devices. Frand,
I don't know what you look like, so I
you do
cannot
not
stay.
look 40 at all.
I will trust Lewis's judgment on that. Lewis isn't the kind of person to be like, oh, don't, yeah, you look fine. You're like, no, Lewis, let's fucking tell you.
Yeah, it's like I will tell you. It's like, okay, you look like this, but there are the random skeleton in the water.
How can you swim, skeleton? Imagine trying to see a skeleton swim. Like, how would it swim?
And it's floating in the water like a dead body. Magic's
Like,
weird.
one of the main reasons we can swim is because we have body fat.
Yeah.
Like, imagine something that has no flesh at all. And it's just dead weight.
Are you guys respawning or something?
Well, you gotta remember, if that's a skeleton champion, he might have summoned the other one.
Right, but if it's
The champions can summon and they can. It's a spell that they know. It's not just a once per day thing.
right, but once you kill the summoned creature, the summoner, the summoned creature goes away.
Oh yeah, forgetting about that.
Yeah.
I'm so used to in Morrowind having it where I can trick the game into making it so that summons stay after, so you can get Golden Saint stuff.
Oh.
Because Golden Saint's summoned with Daedric equipment.
Oh, my guess is that this is like the after part where it's like.
Oh, like they're like, hey, get him.
Yep.
Want to know where you're hiding the items? I don't know which items in particular. I mean, they're carrying a sword and shield,
Yeah. No.
and
I'll-
they're made of bone meal. You know, being made of bones after all.
Said double check if that one got out of the water yet.
And like,
No, yeah. When it
we
comes,
also agree when I say this. We're like, I wish in, like, at least in Skyrim, that's like, creatures didn't drop stuff like that. Where it's like, oh, it's bone meal from a skeleton. It'd be like, no, I'd rather get bone fragments that you have to turn into bone meal.
yeah, like I'd rather have.
Logical things that I, turn into what I need.
I hated holding hammers to fix my weapons. Thanks for the reminder.
Oh, yeah.
Cannot repair during battle.
This is not as...
What
yeah.
battle? Where? Show me.
Behind you. Or there might be ones coming down at you.
Oh, no, it's that one that's in the water.
Oh, go get it. At least it's not as bad as having to hold a lockpick like a weapon to pick the lock and having a differential between locks and traps.
Yeah. All right. Yeah, because I think
And like people complain about streamlining, being like, "Oh, they take stuff out." It's like, yeah, sometimes it's needed
yeah,
because this is a game. You want to play the game. You want to keep playing the game. You don't want obstacles in the way of playing the game. Oh yeah, stuff in Morrowind weighs a ton. Like a Daedric sword weighs 50 pounds. Imagine someone who can swing a sword that weighs 50 pounds. At that point, you're guts.
yeah. That's probably like my favorite thing about like Kuthar in the later like versions of being a planeswalker where it's like you're strong enough to wield these very powerful weapons, yet you choose to wield a gladius. Like, yes, it is my preferred weapon.
Yeah.
It's like I prefer shorter swords, thank you.
Yeah.
Here we go.
Oh, sorry. But yeah, like stuff in Morrowind was a lot more high numbers. Like Lewis has things on them that cost like 4,000 gold. Like that's something that's really high quality in like Skyrim. Oh yeah, like I'm the kind of person who's like any obstacle to like anything that stops the flow of gameplay is bad.
Yeah.
And but then I'm also the person who would be like, I want more things in the way of gameplay for myself.
Yeah, like I like that they got rid of holding the lockpick, but the one thing that I don't like
Yes.
is that they got rid of the lockpick spells for alteration.
Yes, that's why I definitely have mods that add them back in.
Because like that was a workaround. It's like,
Oh yeah, it's like, do you want to be a thief or a mage? You'd be like, well, you can do it either way. Well, what I would like is if they would have kept the spells, add in the ability to break down doors.
oh yeah,
So that a warrior does be like, oh, I don't need to like what's your skill in this weapon? 100? Okay, you can break down master stuff. Like that would be great.
I basically kept the unbreakable lockpick until I got my lockpicking up to 100.
I'm capable of picking master locks with the skill of like 5. I'm not joking. I literally did that like a couple hours ago when I was playing my Skyrim.
I don't doubt that with you.
So lockpicking is not the most important thing for me to level up because I am quite capable of doing the mini game very well. You know, I've had thousands of hours of practice in multiple games. I have almost 10,000 hours combined in Skyrim alone. About over 2,000 in Fallout 4, over 2,000 in Fallout New Vegas, probably as much in Fallout 3. I play a lot of games, just so people are aware.
Mm-hmm.
I have a lot of free time. You know.
Kept out of spite because I found the unbreakable was more than what you would get if you brought it in.
Oh yeah, like an unbreakable lockpick is much more valuable than the thing you got as a reward for completing the Thieves Guild quest, which is like a power,
Yeah.
which
Wait.
for some are quite useful. Like, yeah, an unbreakable lockpick is much better. I like the idea that they made the skeleton key a bit more powerful in Skyrim, where it's like it doesn't just unlock doors; it can unlock anything, and like potential stuff like that. Like it can like be like, yeah, if the concept of unlocking something works to describe it, it can unlock it. You just have to know how. But it's like it looks like a lockpick, so people use it as a lockpick. I mean, that's a new thing for Skyrim, which I like that they added that because that at least gives it more an interesting thing rather than being an unbreakable lockpick.
Right.
Which in this game, it is not an unbreakable lockpick. It is just a very, very good master lockpick. Oh yeah, Fallout's great. Ask Lewis. I literally built a tabletop around it.
I know. Miss it.
I started working on it again.
Yes. Yes. I'm 100%. Well, Fran, when he talks about a Fallout tabletop, like it uses.
I built from the ground up a Fallout tabletop me and my friends played. I have a degree in game design.
Yeah, no,
So
I got to play. If I ever play
a
Fallout,
D100 system Fallout tabletop.
yeah, if
Is
I
there
ever
something I can
play Fallout New Vegas on stream, I plan on doing a role play stream where I play my character from the tabletop.
Oh, nice.
Grant Weston, Ghoul.
But yeah, like I took a bunch of inspiration from mods, from other stuff, like from the multiple games, for like perks, for weapons, for equipment, and I just put it all together and set it in Michigan, which is where me and Lewis are from.
Yeah, where our normal tabletop group is from.
And like we played it for like a year and a half.
Yeah, no, we played the shit out of that. That was good. Of course, you know, the only game that we played of it was somewhat also ridiculous because Tim,
Oh yeah,
well, Tim and Adam. Tim was ridiculous because Tim played a Deathclaw.
yeah. Tim was the Deathclaw, a talking Deathclaw, because those are real.
Fallout 2.
Just if no one.
Greetings, Outlander.
Yep.
I think I've heard of you before.
And the Nuka Breaker.
Yep.
Yep. And he was a northern Deathclaw, so he had some hair. Because it does get cold.
Yep. I played a pre-war ghoul.
He was in the military. Who, if anyone's played Honest Hearts, he served alongside on the Canadian border with the survivor, the
Oh.
survivalist.
Yeah, the survivalist.
I forget his real name.
I fortunately couldn't tell you.
It says in one of his notes. I will look that up real quick. And I think we should. I don't know. Do you think we should keep talking about Fallout? I mean, it's Bethesda, kind of.
Yeah, we do get off track a bit, but it's talking about a game that I personally like. I would love to stream us playing a campaign of the Fallout game. Like I know that would probably be a bit on you.
Oh yeah, like that. The problem is I have to be motivated to work on something, and if I don't want to, I will not.
Yep.
And it's been a while since I've been motivated even remotely to work on the Fallout tabletop because I wanted to like completely like kind of rebalance
Overhaul it, and it's like no more
Yeah.
Deathclaw.
I mean, I wanted to just be human and ghouls as the races you can play.
Yeah.
Randall Clark, that was his name. Okay, like if any of you guys watching have questions, you can ask. Like topics that you're interested in for Elder Scrolls stuff.
I'll sell you this helmet that summons gloves.
I will say one thing, like Morrowind was very unique for some of the magic items it had.
Yep.
Like there's a helmet you can get from the Telvanni quests that summons Daedra.
Is there something you need?
And I'm like, that's neat. But it's like, what's weird is like, I have a spear that lets me summon another better spear.
Yes, Outlander. What do you
It's like,
want?
okay.
All right. I'll get up and do some stretching, even though I'm not on camera and you can't technically prove it. But then again, my old man noises. More or less my noises of me getting up because of my foot. Lunar Systems, thank you for the follow. Oh. Curly, it's like, holy unicorn. Just finally noticed that.
What?
Curly just noticed that all the unicorn bits that Fran.
Oh, yeah.
But yeah, Lunar Systems, thank you for the follow. I hope you're having a good night. Thank you for stopping by. Oh man. All right. I'm actually working on another reason that I haven't gone back to putting my cam on is I'm working on a new overlay.
Oh, for the stream?
Yeah, so that way like it has the game on its own little thing.
And then you still have your
webcam in the bottom right, and then I want to like put links to stuff on the right just above the camera.
I know a couple streamers you can look at to like see an idea that might have something like that.
Well, I've got my idea. It's just more
Okay.
implementing it, like getting the links and everything to work.
The opening doors, the old man stretching noise, or it's like the joke me and you do. It's like
Yeah.
from Harvey Birdman.
Like, I'm not old. Pick it up.
It's like, what was that noise? I didn't make that. What are you talking about?
Is there something I can do for you?
Ah, good times. All right, I need to.
You know, they came out with a new series of that.
I heard that.
It's about Bird Girl.
Yes, that I did see something about that. That's right.
It like I watched like a couple episodes of it. It just doesn't have the same kind of energy as like like that I liked from Harvey Birdman. Where so like there was jokes inside jokes.
Right, and that's like my issue with a lot, like when they're trying to reclaim some of the stuff.
Yeah, it's just
I have nothing against them trying. It's just
not everyone's gonna like it.
Yeah.
It might not have the same energy. And I'm like, I like Bird Girl in the original one. She was freaking hilarious.
All right, I'm listening. Keep moving.
Yes, Outlander. What do you want?
Okay. What to talk about now? Ready to? Did you give the guy the spear?
You mean the bow?
Oh yeah.
No, I apparently missed doing that because it's still in my inventory. But I need.
You had to return to him to talk to get permission to talk to
We make a special trip. Just
Ibani,
same low price.
who's the wise woman of their
Why
tribe.
walk when you can
Yep.
ride?
But yeah, no, I was selling stuff just in case.
Yep. Yeah, but I like talking about stuff. Like so I'm enjoying what I'm doing, no matter what it is about. I also like teaching people stuff. Bye.
Bye, friend. You have a good night. Friend is actually in our time zone.
Oh, okay.
So, it's 11 o'clock at night. Understandable.
I've been going to sleep at like 8 o'clock lately.
I'm guessing the other night, with D&D, it was just more like you had an insomnia attack or something.
No, I had a very extremely bad headache
Oh.
where like combined with the fact that I was tired, I could barely keep my eyes open because I was just like sitting there.
Basically, your body's like, go to sleep. Rest.
Yeah, it's like sleep, and I'm like, oh. yeah, like I even took Advil and it didn't help.
Mm.
And like I don't get headaches like that often, if ever, really.
Right. So it's like.
Okay, I keep saying something about like next idea to talk about, and then we get distracted again. Like we just talked, we were talking about great houses.
Yes, we were going over the houses
Yeah,
and kind of like what each one represented.
well, it's like, yeah, like by the time of Skyrim, House Lalu is no longer a house.
Huh. Basically, because of like the whole
Just things happen, you know.
Red Mountain exploding.
Yeah. It's like not every house lasts forever, and there's the main houses, and then there's like sub houses. Like in Morrowind, there's the 3 main ones, and then there's the 6th house, which is Degathur.
What are you?
That's a hunger. I think you see those in the Shivering Isles. Let's see.
Guessing it was trying to drain my fatigue.
I think it was draining your health, I believe. Their attack is disintegrate armor and weapons and paralysis.
So basically, what you're telling me. Oh, never mind.
Oh.
There is someone
Yeah.
watching me. I can tell.
Like hunger is one of those ones that like it looks different depending on which Oblivion realm it's in.
Okay.
Because like there's a couple like different ones on here. Because there's like the ones you see here that they're servants of Boethia, and then there's ones in the Shivering Isles. So it's like Daedra can go kind of like Lesser Daedra can kind of move between planes and go like other places and stuff.
Okay.
And depending on how long they're there, we'll eventually kind of change them to look slightly different. Usually.
Greetings, Outlander. I think I've heard of you.
Oh god, I forgot about that. I was just looking up Sheograth for some reason. And Sheograth is worshipped by the Khajiits as the skooma cat. And it's a cat wearing Sheograth's suit. And I'm like, that's great. I'm just gonna post this in chat because it's. I remember how to. Oh wait, yeah, you can't upload images.
Understand.
You can only link stuff. But yeah.
Born on a certain day of uncertain parents. Okay, it was just the fact that I didn't click on the.
Oh, yeah. More likely, that's how things in this game are. It's like, oh, you didn't click the right blue text box.
That is not sufficient proof that
Yep.
I am the Navarre. Family standard bore the moon and star. Navarre's armor bore the sign. Some say he bore.
Yep, he bore the ring of the moon and star, a gift to him from Azura. And anyone who is not the Nerevar wearing it dies.
Ah.
So that's a very easy way to tell.
Like, pass the test. You are the one who may become. It is a puzzle and a hard one, but you've found some of the pieces, and you may find more. Do you choose? Then seek the
Yeah,
lost
they're like, you so far you fit. Let's see if it goes farther. They're like, keep going until you fail.
Find the lost prophecies and take these copies. Lost prophecies. 7 curses. Okay.
I should give you some books.
So is this like true? Like,
These are the trials that a person needs to pass to become the Nerevar. See, second trial is neither blight nor rage can harm him. It's
so
basically anyone who passes all 7 is the Nerevar.
okay.
Technically, by the end of this game, you are immortal. Because it says right there.
Now I can go back to Cass's.
Yep.
Okay.
Because like it said in the second part, neither, and it's like, I forget how it's, but like age cannot touch them, and there's a reason for that. Why that happens.
Oh right, moon sugar.
Oh, yeah, she dropped it there because you couldn't talk to merchants.
Yeah. Back when I was trying to figure out how to.
Oh yeah, like that's basically. It's like just don't pick it up.
Why walk?
Does this happen with every single one of your people?
No, but what's this?
What's what?
Hello, sir.
Oh, I think you've talked to him before.
Ma'am. Someone. Oh no, I have not. It's a quest to find somebody's pants.
Oh yeah. Oh wait, you did, and then it crashed or you died and you lost the save.
Okay.
Because I remember you talking to this guy.
Save.
Yeah.
We mentioned the curse of crashing the game crashing.
Oh yeah, it's a Bethesda game. Save every time you. If you think of the word save, save. Find his pants.
You're good.
Yes, out.
Now I just gotta figure out where the hell this guy is. Like, I would hope that they're. Oh.
Go ahead, Outlander. What do you
Are
need?
you? Basama. Let's see.
Is there something I can do for you?
Yes, Outlander. What do you want?
Is there something I
You
can
have
do for you?
the same name as the person. Or no, you don't. You have a name with similar letters.
And it's like, oh, you're in this same family, so you have the same last name, and a kind of similar first name. So it's like, are you this person?
Watch your step.
Wealth beyond measure, Outlander.
And like, because the limited face selection for Morrowind,
Yeah.
people kind of look the same sometimes.
Yes, Outlander.
Because like,
What do you want?
there's only so many hair and face combinations. And there are a lot of dark elves in this game.
Right. So it's just like
Yeah.
Fight well.
It's one of those random side quests where it's like, I'm just gonna go get this person their pants.
We should just be like, here's a new pair of pants.
Right. I would literally just be like, take off armor, take off pants, give you pants, put back on armor. It's like, what are you doing?
No, don't worry about it.
Um,
What town are you in right now?
Genesis.
Go ahead, Outlander. What do you need?
Are you looking up something, or are you just trying to?
Yeah, I'm just trying to maybe see if I can find where that person is.
Oh, it's a mine cave. Do. Don't mind me, just walking around.
Go ahead, Outlander. What do you need?
Are you looking for?
Go ahead, Outlander. What do you need?
Hainab Lasam C. Hainab Lasamsi.
Keep moving.
I will listen, Outlander, but make it quick.
Okay. If I was a person who stole pants, where would I go?
Dumner farmer wandering around Nisus. He lives in a small cave dwelling at a ridge leading to the egg mine.
Okay. So he's in one of the cave dwellings. Okay.
But he's wandering outside. Like the pictures of it is
there
him
something
outside.
you need?
Okay.
He has a mohawk and those weird sideburn things on the side of his head. Like the ponytails on the side of his head, like sideburns. I mean, do you want to try and break into his house?
There's a thought.
It says he's wandering around. He has a blue shirt on. If that helps.
Go ahead, Outlander.
Black hair, blue shirt.
Is there something I can do for you?
Black hair.
Really? Is that?
I
If
swear
that's the guy up there, that'd be hilarious. Yeah, that's him. I can tell from the hair already. It might be just similar face, but it more likely is him.
Yep.
Yep, it's him. That's hilarious.
Pants. Why do you?
You can get his disposition to 80.
Pants.
You can just admire him.
Eh.
Like, here's money, give pants.
It's like, here you go. It's like, oh, your reward is 5 gold. I don't need the gold.
Like, I don't care. I have things in my inventory that are worth tens of thousands of gold.
Like, if I ever need gold, I literally just have to sell one item.
I'll go to sleep. I'll find a room by myself and go to sleep, get attacked, and kill the person. Because the Dark Brotherhood are morons.
It's like
Speak, traveler.
if we send because that's why it's like
Like, if we keep sending more, eventually one of them will kill him.
well, because like they sent 2 at one point. Like I had
Yeah.
2, and it was like, oh, this is new. Still killed them easily.
Yeah. And they had Daedric equipment, I think you said.
Yeah, Daedric swords.
Yeah.
So it's just like,
And like Daedric equipment's not easy to come by. There are only a handful of people in the world that know how to make Daedric equipment.
yeah. So it's just like, all right, cool.
Because it's like, to make Daedric equipment, you have to be a master smith. And technically, in lore-wise, you need to be a master conjurer as well.
Because you need to know how to deal with.
Yes, because you are literally binding a Daedric spirit into a physical object.
Maybe you can find out whether distant priests have any lost prophecies. But in the meantime, I have a really tough time. Sure. It's like, don't get overconfident. Okay. I'm going to give you 400 drakes before you head out. Make sure to outfit yourself with healing potions.
Yeah, they're not called gold or septums. They're called drakes.
Little train,
like
whatever
that.
you think you do. And remember, if you get into trouble, back off, rest, go. Okay.
It's like, don't die. Don't be idiot.
Fort Buck sent a patrol to Narmak, hunting smugglers with 6 house connections. They found a 6 house base, a shrine, and a priest named blah blah. Speak to champion at the fort. Tell her about the patrol. Or she'll tell you about the patrol, blah blah. Find the house base, kill him, bring back a full report on the base. Okay.
Yeah, you get to see dreamers.
Corpus disease.
Yeah, corpus disease is dangerous.
Oh, I know.
It has no known cure. And it slowly drives you insane and becomes into a like disgusting flesh zombie.
Corpse walker. Right?
Huh?
A corpse walker?
Well, it actively mutates you.
The only reason I say that is because, well, corpus stalker. It's an actual mission from the Fighters Guild that I got.
Yeah.
It's like, this city. It's like, okay,
Yes,
I-
Outlander.
maybe.
What do you want?
Maybe I'll deal with that.
Welcome, friend. You're nearly a legend around here.
Yeah, like the corpus stalkers are like the less, like they still look human,
Okay.
but like they definitely look like zombies.
Do you have healing potions? It's like, I have very shitty healing potions.
Yeah, I mean, some is better than none.
There we go. Quality. Standard. Those are good. Here are some random potions I made while out on a quest.
They're garbage.
And then
Enjoy
some,
finding someone who can sell them.
and then some that I found that, you know,
Are pretty good.
you can also take this amulet that deals frost damage that I don't really care about.
Yeah, but like corpus is a disease that can't be cured, and there are shrines that can cure any disease. So it's like, how bad is that disease?
Right. Scrolls of healing. Good. Alright, time to go over some stuff. Let's see.
Basically, corpus is the disease that Degathor is using to get rid of any non-Dunner.
Right.
Because like he wants to make all the Dunner into dreamers, so they'll join him. Because he wants to basically exile the Empire from and any non-Dunner from Morrowind.
Hmm.
Sorry.
You're fine.
Yeah, what now? You have the thing filled in for heal.
Oh no, I was
This
looking
is
for
a wondrous
healing,
encounter.
Oh,
Welcome.
okay.
and then I was just selling to counteract other stuff.
I mean, you could probably look up, see if there's any better healing spells.
Oh, duh.
Because, like, what's your restoration at?
Restoration is at 45.
Yeah. You probably, I mean, you don't have much magicka. So there's, like, only so far you can go.
Right. Well, I was looking at that. It's like outside of equipments that fortify magicka, that's pretty much what my magicka's gonna be.
Welcome, friend.
There, things that fortify magicka are very
If you
rare,
wish to talk,
other than
it is
potions.
really no trouble at all.
Like, it's going to be fortify intelligence. Because the fortify magicka effect is, like, a multiplier.
Okay.
Other than, like,
Hail,
potion
friend.
one, where it's, like, plus to this, to magicka. But, like, the big one you want is the multipliers. And there is only one, maybe a couple of magic items to have them. One being very powerful, but also makes it so you take 20 sunlight damage.
Well,
Oh.
I find myself in pleasant company. Please share your thoughts.
Yeah, let's see. Whoa. No, not. Items. Artifacts. Hope.
Fort Buck Moth.
Base armor. Clothing. Trying to find it. Like what exactly it was. Because it was like pretty powerful.
Right.
Like it's one of those things that like if you put this on it can change how you it can turn like you into a really good spellcaster. Mantle of Woe. It's a robe. Fortifies intelligence. Magical multiplier by 5. Fortifies concentration by 50 points. It's necromancer's robes. The downside is drains personality by 100 points. Weakness to normal weapons by 20%. Sun damage 20 points per second.
So basically, it's a thing to put on when you're in a dungeon.
Yes, or if you're a vampire. Like being a vampire spellcaster with that robe on, you are like crazy powerful. Because it's like, well, I already take sun damage. Put this on. And I'm like, who needs personality when no one will talk to me?
Right.
And like vampires are just normal weapons. So like that's kind of mitigated. Everything else after that is a bonus. But that's one of the magic items I did in Blood Moon. The Solstheim. The werewolf area.
To the fort.
Where in Blood Moon, like, being a werewolf was bad. Because if you didn't kill a person while you were in a werewolf, you took damage.
Oh.
Yeah. It's feed your bloodlust or you die.
So, it's like the in Viva La Dirt League's D&D game. One of the characters got a berserker axe where it's like, you draw
Yeah,
it,
it's like,
you need
yeah, make
to
sure you kill someone. Let's see.
Well, I'm listening.
Technically,
So go
because of
ahead.
an artifact, you can be a vampire werewolf. Because there's the Ring of Her scene in Blood Moon that just gives you ability to change into a werewolf. And anyone can wear it. So I remember
Yes,
playing like once at least as a as a vampire werewolf, where it's just like no one likes me. Let's see, living as a that's as a vampire werewolf. I was trying to find what the curse did exactly. Because I remember it being bad.
Ah, a visitor. What may I do for you?
The transformation. Every night you will have a vision of her scene, and after that you will become werewolf form, and will have to kill an NPC that night, or you will lose a large amount of health the following morning.
Do you want something from me?
That's it. Is the idea of like you don't kill when you transform, you might die. And unlike in Skyrim, you don't get to control it. You transform when the game wants you to.
Oh, so like it just literally,
It's a curse.
it's like the ring in Skyrim.
Yeah.
When
Like
you
it's
get
a
stuck
proper
on you.
werewolf curse where it's like you don't control it.
This is not to your advantage.
Yeah, like one of the mods I use for Skyrim. It's called Growl. When you every night you depending on the moons you have a chance of being forced to change, and you also have a percentage chance every day to be hunted by the Silver Hand.
Nice.
Yeah. Oh, you gotta take a drink, Lewis.
Yep. Well, I've already drank my 2 bottles of water.
Drink more. The points demanded.
Son of a bitch. I'm hitting that point.
Yeah.
I'm gonna call it.
Oh, make sure you drink.
I know. I'm gonna go get a bottle of water.
Yeah, it's like, how much do you have to drink? It doesn't say. Just drink. Like, I've got 5,000 points. I wonder how many times I could do this. I'm just gonna keep doing this. See how many times. Alright, there you go. There you go, Lewis.
Eh,
Oh, like, it's like, I'm like, I have lots of points. Let's see how many times I can do this, and just start clicking it. Like, huh.
I don't know if I have a redemption
Cap.
cap on hydrate.
It doesn't. You want me to find out? I've got like almost 4,000 points left.
No.
The rest are yeah. The rest are me. Like oh yeah, like last week or the one before, I was like, "What does this do, Lewis?"
Oh.
It's like clear zombie thing by yourself, and I'm like,
Oh
you're
yeah.
like, God damn it.
The channel rewards is something I will still always get used to because they don't get cashed in very often outside of, hydrate and stretch.
Yeah. And I don't think anyone's gonna earn the 100,000.
I've had it cashed in twice.
Wow, really?
Yeah. I have a notebook somewhere. I'll have to find that again. But actually, I think it's this one. Is it this one?
Those are like stories you wrote when you were younger.
Poetry / songs.
Hmm.
So that I uploaded onto DeviantArt.
Ah.
So it's like I have record of them on the internet. So, but yes, I myself am at that point of I need to wind down for the rest of the night. Hey, everybody. Ugh. So.
We keep getting distracted.
Yeah.
Talking about other stuff. Hey, try and find your list by next time.
Yes. All right. Well, since he's still playing and on and everything, actually I should double check. All right, he's still going strong. So we're gonna raid somebody we don't normally get a chance to raid, and that's Vengeful Jedi.
Oh.
I'm guessing that they didn't do D&D tonight, so they are currently playing Outriders.
Mm.
So let's spread some love. I'll find my book of questions because I'm pretty sure it's in the same book with the notes about which ones I've read of my old writings.
Mm.
So again, I gotta clean up my desk because I've got stuff on here from like Kim putting stuff on my desk too. But yeah, I will catch you guys later.